Good morning, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. NRL, it's State of Origin time. Would you believe it's being played in Melbourne?
I would.
Why?
Well, they played in Melbourne 5 times before, Tags.
Can you imagine Victoria playing South Australia and playing in Sydney?
No.
So what on earth are they doing?
Well, they usually get a good crowd. I think that they got 25,000, I think, the first time they played an Origin game at Olympic Park in 1990, and they've averaged massive crowds since.
Yeah, I reckon the team who wins the previous Origin should get to host two.
Yeah, well, I think Queensland are going for 4 or 5 on the trot, so that'd have been extra games at Lang Park or...
I love Lang Park.
Really?
I'd like
you like getting covered in 4X and Bundy, do you?
I would actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not talking about behind closed doors here, Taggy.
No, on a school night, I'd love that.
Really?
It's like, yeah. NRL round 12, it's a split round apparently. Is that right? So one plays before, one plays after?
I think throughout the Origin period they do play light rounds, so each club gets a bye during that period just to rest and recharge the batteries of their players.
I reckon they need to have a look at their fixturing.
Yeah, maybe. Well, finally, after about 4 years of having about 15 blokes in the Origin side, the Storm get a bit of respite in 2009. Yeah, well, they've got Dallas Johnson, Billy Slater, Cam Smith, and Greg Inglis for Queensland. Don't have a player in New South Wales. The Hoff missed out.
Hoffmaster?
Yeah, the Hoffmaster missed out. So there isn't the typical. I think there was 11 blokes last year from the Melbourne Storm in the Origin. So they'll be anyway. They're going to buy this week.
Well, let's whip through a couple of these games.
Let's do it.
Round 12. Dragons versus the Panthers. The Dragons. I love the Dragons.
Do you?
Yeah, $1.52.
I can't stand Wayne Bennett. I find him objectionable.
$2.74. The Panthers. Why do you not like Benno?
Oh, he's just a turd.
He reminds me of Buchanan.
Well, I don't like Buchanan either.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just gelled the two.
Well done.
Imagine getting both of them to coach you.
Imagine playing under
No wonder Warney hated it.
Oh, Warney, what a man. He's just a man's man, Warney.
Yeah, he is.
Buchanan was a...
So the Dragons will win that, won't they?
I think so. Oh, the Panthers are going all right. They're going well, the Panthers, with the young list, but yeah, you'd expect the Dragons to win that.
Eels and the Sharks, it's just sort of an underwater fest. Sort of sea life going on up there in Sydney.
Playing in aquarium Tags.
They are. It's $1.56 the Eels, who will not be beaten by the Sharks because the Sharks cannot beat anyone.
They're hopeless, the Sharks.
Except for a liaison officer who copped a stray punch, I think.
They're only good at playing as a team.
$1.56 the Eels and the Sharks, $2.54. Yeah, it's the Eels. I will tell you now, the Eels will win that.
Yeah.
The Warriors are $1.57 against the Tiggy Tigers, the Betfair Tigers, $2.44. They're actually the Proton Tigers. Don't listen to us.
No, listen to us. They're the Betfair West Tigers.
The Warriors are $1.57. Jake, the Warriors coming into a bit of form?
They've been up and down like a Brad's Nardi this year. However, they're a very tough side to beat at home. But the Tigers, they don't never get convincingly beaten. They're just a good outfit. They've been unlucky a few times against South the other week at the SCG, for instance.
Yeah. You've got a few internationals too, the Tigers, so they won't be too hard pressed by this Origin stuff, will they?
Farah and Benji. Yeah. Robbie Farah's a gun, and Benji's a gun. So, like, the Tigers are definitely capable of winning, and at $2.44, they're pretty good value.
Knights, Bulldogs, $2.34 the Knights. The Dogs, $1.67.
Knights were in good form, got hammered by JT's North Queensland, though, last week, and the Bulldogs are flying, beating the Melbourne Storm last week. Tags, Bulldogs should win that.
The Raiders got up last week, $2.78. The Rabbitohs, $1.38. Jake, can you see the Rabbitohs getting beaten here?
Terry Campese is a very, very good player for the Raiders.
Campese?
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah. The old Timmy Horan.
Yeah, goose step.
Yeah, the gooey. Raiders can win that, but Rabbitohs probably should.
Okay. We've got a new favourite in the Premiership market, or co-favourite.
That's 17 different favourites in the Premiership market so far this year.
$6.80.
How do you keep up?
Well, you can't. $6. You keep up by watching Betfair's podcast.
Yeah.
$6.80 the Dragons. The Storm $6.80. The Broncos $7. Canterbury Bulldogs $7.60 and the Cowboys $12.50. You guys are nuts. I'm surprised they're $13.50.
Well, they were shorter than that. They were going really, really well, so they had a pretty bad loss. Kurt Gidley, their skipper, is the skipper of the New South Wales Blues in the Wednesday State of Origin.
Gidley?
Yep.
Is he?
Yep. Kurt Gidley. The Storm aren't going...
It's a porno name, isn't it?
Kurt Gidley? It is a bit, isn't it? Yeah. Kurt Diggler. Anyway, the Storm didn't need to lose last week. I think they're too short at $6.80. They're behind the pack at the moment. Can't understand why they're still favourites, but obviously quality outfit.
Let's talk Origin.
Let's do it. Been waiting for this.
Yeah, I tune into Roy and HG every year. to the
Oh,
Seven.
absolutely.
They're wonderful. They don't talk about rugby at all.
No, not
Or
at
certainly not what's happening on the pitch.
You may as well be listening to this Sunday afternoon program,
Yes.
which I don't believe is any longer with us anyway.
Queensland to win Origin won $1.56 and the Blues are $2.64. The series Queensland $1.51. New South Wales $2.76. Jake, Queensland seem to have the trump cards here.
They do. Well, they got. I think their backline in particular is full of superstar players, all sort of try scorers, and
There's another guy with a porno name, Carmichael Hunt.
it is a very porno name. It's
Yeah.
almost a rude word. Yeah, Queensland. I think having Jonathan Thurston directing them around the park makes a huge difference for them, and I think that's probably goes a long way to suggesting why they're such short favourites. And I can't see why they won't do the job again. Tags.
Yeah, it's Origin time, and anything can happen.
Oh yeah, it's rep footy.
It's Cane Toads versus the
Rep
Cockroaches.
Footy.
Can you imagine getting a worse name? There's two.
The Cane Toads and the Cockroaches. It's offensive, isn't it?
Well, Australia have tried to get rid of both of them.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Let's get rid of Origin footy.
Let's get rid of Queensland. What?
No, we go there on holiday.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No.
All these matches, folks, will be live in play on Betfair. Make sure you ring up our Telbet operators on the phone to get your bet on in play. Thanks very much for joining us. If you're having a punt this week, good luck. Happy punting. We'll see you again next week.